that too many mosquito bites were being had in the youth room. So they said, Pastor, can we get a mosquito zapper? I go, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then when I walk in, they're installing it with these big chains. You walk in there, it's like a grate this big. It's like Mosquito Zapper 19,000. You know, probably ups the amperage of the, right, to get a new circuit board in there. You know, electric bill got higher when they put that thing in. But you'll walk by and you'll hear it go zap. I was just in there yesterday. Zap. God, what is that? Zap. Oh yeah, it's right behind me. I mean, that thing is murdering bugs. But I'm glad. Because those mosquitoes, they only got one thing on the menu. You. You are constantly under mosquito attack. They want to suck your blood. No, they're not. They're after you. And 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11 says, don't be ignorant of the devil's schemes and plans. You remember, what was it, 2006, 2007, the New England Patriots, their head coach, Bill Belichick, he had quite a scheme, didn't he? They called it Spygate, where he had some of his employees, some of his assistant coaches on the other team's sideline, secretly filming them so they could understand their plays and understand their adjustments and their play calls. And then they'd radio back to Bill Belichick, hey, they're running left. And they'd go, shift left. And they'd shift left. And hey, they're going to pass long. And then they'd pull the defense back. And when the NFL found out what he was doing, they fined him more than they'd find any other coach in history. $500,000. They fined him personally $500,000. They fined the organization $250,000. And everybody remembers Spygate, man. What a terrible thing. But you do remember that was the year they went 16-0. They won every game that season. They won the first 2 games of the playoffs. And then there was the New York Giants catch against the helmet. That's what you get for Spygate. Nevertheless, they weren't ignorant of the enemy's plans. They knew what the opponent was going to do, and they adjusted accordingly, and they won, and they won, and they won. We're a strong fortress. Why? Because there is a nasty enemy out there that hates you. There's a third of those angels that have fallen, and they want to steal, kill, and destroy. There is a world system that wants to take everything it can from you and use you. Your own flesh wars against the spirit. Our desires that are greedy and bitter and malicious and lustful and sensual, they go against our spirit. We war even in our body. Don't be ignorant against these things. I've called you to speak, and you're going to speak against kings and priests. Don't you love how Acts chapter 10 verse 34 says, and now I understand God is no respecter of persons. God is not a respecter of the color of your skin or your ethnicity or your age or your income or your education. That is not what impresses God. What impresses God is simple faith. I've called you to stand against the king. Oh, not the king. I've called you to speak against the priest. Oh, not the priest. They're more religious than I am. Some years ago, there was a Methodist preacher by the name of